Hi everyone, I hope you all had a wonderful winter solstice celebration, and if you didn't celebrate, I hope you're all doing well. I've been wanting to make a video on this subject for a long time. I know I've talked about it a bit in the past, and I was planning to sit down and write something or come up with something for a video on this topic, and I recently read a post on the Reddit Dog Free site by a person called, what was it? Let me check here again. A person called Quasar Bar. And I want to thank you, Quasar Bar, because I'm just going to read what you posted because it's just perfect. I could not say it better than you did. But I want to start by saying this is not a rant. In the past, I would have made a video like this and I would have called it a rant. But my viewer, Jim C., helped me realize something recently when he commented on one of my videos and made an observation about the phrase dog hater rant, which I used to include in the title of some of my videos. He writes that the word rant is applied by dog worshippers to describe any vocal or written criticism or questioning of the dog worship culture, no matter how reasoned or calm that criticism is. I have always taken the word rant to be pejorative and to always imply irrationality and loss of control, he writes. I am a dog hater and I have hated dogs all of my life, but not all people who are inconvenienced and angered by dogs would want to use the word hater. Dog hater is another phrase applied to us as a demeaning insult by the very people who make our lives unpleasant and dangerous. By accepting the names applied to us by our abusers, we give these phrases acceptance, credence, and validation. As I said earlier, I am happy calling myself a dog hater because that is what I am, but I am still aware that I am accepting an insult. It would be good to consider alternatives to the word rant and to the phrase dog hater. I also think of myself as a dog atheist, but that won't go down well with a lot of people. I don't want to make any other suggestions because that would be interpreted as prescriptive. I've thought about this a lot, and I agree with him. I agree with you, Jim, and I think that we should come up with some new terms. I think instead of saying rant, we should say something like observation. And instead of calling ourselves dog haters, I like the term dog rationalists because we are the rational ones. Now, getting back to asses being gross. I had a dog and that dog's anus was exposed. I knew it had an exposed anus just like every other dog, but the thought never crossed my mind that it was inappropriate to parade around in public with this exposed anus on my dog. Now, Reddit Dog Free, which I mentioned to you, is where I found the following article that I'm going to read to you, is a site where you can read story after story after story of people who are having problems with dog owners, with dogs. Visiting this website, if you are new to this and you're starting to question if dog ownership is a problem, if dogs are a problem in our society, this website is going to open your eyes to the truth, and you are going to see very clearly that dogs are a menace to society and that their owners suffer from a severe mental disorder. And for those who are aware of the dog problem, you might find it very frustrating and upsetting to visit this site. Myself, I cannot spend a lot of time visiting this website. I only visit it rarely, and I don't spend a lot of time on it because it just infuriates me. I become enraged when I read these stories. It's just such a huge problem. I don't understand how it is allowed to continue and how we as a society tolerate this bullshit. Now I'm going to read this post to you that was posted by Quasar Bar, and I'm just going to read it because I can't say it better than this person said it. Your ass is gross unless you're a dog. Indecent exposure is illegal for humans. We don't want a bunch of naked people sitting around the public library or on city buses and commuter trains. Not wanting to see their bits is certainly one reason, but isn't it also that we don't want their naked butts sitting on communal seats and furniture? Because gross. I'm pretty sure I've seen comedy routines where someone was a nudist and the others around him were scrambling to get a towel for him to sit on so he didn't put his naked butt directly on the couch or whatever. There are so many places dogs are now allowed where they weren't a generation ago or less. They're on buses and trains and planes. They're on the seats at airports, bookstores, libraries. Sometimes, horrifyingly, they're even in cafes and other food service places. They press their naked anuses against seats that others will need to use. Humans aren't allowed to do that, and humans are far less likely to have dangerous parasites crawling out of their assholes. It's become increasingly common for dogs to defecate or urinate while in airports and stores and other public places, and the hapless entry-level employees of these businesses are burdened with the disgusting task of cleaning up literal hazardous waste. I've even heard stories of dogs on airplanes pooping in the aisle. It causes all kinds of havoc for the flight. As I recall, they even had to stop early, somewhere other than the destination. If I'd been on that flight, I would have been livid. Why aren't dogs in places of public accommodation required to have their butts covered? Dog diapers exist. They should be mandatory when a dog is not on its owner's private property. I mean, don't get me wrong. If it were up to me, dogs wouldn't be allowed in libraries and airplanes and such places unless they are actual bona fide service dogs. But given that they unfortunately are being allowed these days, shouldn't there be some minimum standards in place to protect public health, cleanliness, and decency? It would be such a minor requirement. Humans are already required to have our waste orifices covered. Shouldn't the animals we bring into human society be held to the same standard? For Pete's sake, a man can't even go to the ice cream shop without a shirt on if they have a no shoes, no shirt, no service sign up. And his naked torso, while not necessarily fun to look at, is a lot less hazardous than a dog's ass. Thank you, Quasar Bar. I remember being at an ice cream place a couple of years ago, and there was this lady with a huge pit bull that was sitting on the patio with us, and this dog had its red rocket or lipstick or whatever people are calling it these days, its dick sticking out, and it was just the most disgusting thing. It was absolutely revolting. And there we were trying to eat our ice cream while looking at this exposed penis. Its exposed asshole is, this is not something I want to look at when I'm out in public. And other people have said the same. And, you read through the comments under this post and how people are saying that, dog owners are just oblivious, or they're just too stupid, lazy, and gross to do anything other than let their dogs shit freely and parade around with their anuses exposed. Like I said, when I owned a dog, I didn't think about this stuff, but I'm hoping that now some of you dog owners might question your habit of bringing your dog out into public and parading it around with its exposed anus on display. This is highly offensive. And, I'm just looking through the comments here. Someone is saying that they had a relative in a nudist community, and one of the rules in the community is that everyone has to have their own towel for sitting on wherever they go. Even nudists don't want bare asses on the furniture. To me now, this is just common sense, and I wonder what was wrong with me in the past. Why did I not see this? It says here, Lily Hunts writes, even better, when humans sit down, their anuses don't directly touch the seat because it's hidden by their butt cheeks. Also, humans are culturally used to wiping and cleaning their anuses after defecating. It's still valid to not want to have a person's butt cheeks plastered on your furniture, but it's still better than to have a dog's exposed shit-laced anus pressed onto it. Yeah, hello, isn't that obvious? Someone else writes, I hate it, I really do. All I can think about now is how dogs' anuses have touched every square inch of floor. when they walk into a dog-friendly establishment. Did you know dogs have anal glands just like a skunk? That's part of why they love to rub their ass on everything. Dogs are the single most disgusting, unhygienic animal on the planet. And it horrifies me that so many people keep them as pets, let alone bring them into places where food is served. Subplot Thickens wrote, "Thank you for another reminder of why today's dog culture is revolting." I would have preferred this reminder not to come whilst I ate breakfast, but that's on me, not you. So yeah, that's it. I just wanted to make this video. For those who never thought about this, think about it. It's only rational to not want a dog's exposed anus on display. I don't want to see human anuses on display, so I don't want to see your dog's anus on display. I don't want human anuses pressing down on the shopping carts that I'm going to put my food in. And likewise, I don't want your dog pressing its anus down on the shopping carts that I'm going to use. I don't want human anuses to be pressed down on any seats I'm going to sit on, whether it be on public transportation or in wherever. I don't care, anywhere in public. I don't want human anus making contact with anything in public. And likewise, I don't want your dog's anus touching anything in public that I might touch, that my children might touch. This is offensive beyond words. It is so disgusting. It is so unacceptable. A dog's anus is even more gross than a human anus. Wake up, people. You know what? Keep your dog at home. You have no business parading your dog around town with its anus on display. This is disgusting. We don't want to see this. Just like I don't want to see my neighbor's anus or your anus or anyone else's anus when I go out shopping or whatever. Leave your dog at home. If you have to have a dog, just leave it at home, okay? Let it shit in your backyard, and that's it. The future is going to be dog-free because eventually people are going to wake up and they're going to see that dog rationalists have it right. We are logical. We are rational. This is a no-brainer. It just makes sense. The future is dog-free, guys. I'll see you soon in another video. I have so many ideas for videos spinning around in my head. It's just a question of finding the time to make them, but I'll be doing my best for you. Thank you to all my new subscribers for subscribing. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. This is amazing. It makes me so happy. And thank you for all your comments. I love hearing from people around the world. I love hearing about the dog situation in other countries. I love it when people give me ideas for videos. Your comments really make this channel what it is. So please keep commenting, and thank you so much for your contributions. I want to wish each and every one of you all the best for 2020. Happy New Year. Stay safe. Have a lot of fun. But remember, people who wear glasses or contact lenses are not allowed to celebrate this year. Go eat some carrots and try again next time. Kidding! Happy New Year, everyone. The future is dog-free. I'll see you in 2020.